What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Smokey's Lightning. You can see my Ford Escape is in the garage. She's due for an oil change. Now, I did a video over on Coyote Car Guy with this car about 6 months ago when I found out that the engine was leaking oil, right? It was dripping on the driveway. And it turned out to be the timing chain cover, right? I since found out that it was the timing chain cover, but I decided not to actually fix this car. I decided to just put a diaper on the car. I took a lid from a plastic storage box, wired it up to the bottom of the engine so that when the oil dripped, it would get caught by some rags that I put in the, above the storage bin cover, right? So I posted that video on Coyote Car Guy, and I caught a lot of slack from a lot of people telling me that I shouldn't have done it that way. It's dangerous. It's a problem. It's all kinds of funny things that people were telling me. But this car basically has very little value. I bought it a year ago for $8,000. It's probably still worth $8,000 today because the price of used cars have gone up. But to repair that engine is going to cost upwards of $2,000, probably close to $3,000 to fix that timing chain cover, right? Think about it. To get the timing chain cover off, oil pan's got to come off. Everything on top of the engine's got to come off. The intake manifold, the cam covers, everything, all the accessories off the front of the motor. Then you can pull the timing chain cover and replace all the gaskets as you put it all back together. Lots of money. This car is not worth it. So, but the car is a great car. I'm telling you, I love this car. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything's fine, except for that little bit of dripping of oil. So I've had that diaper on this car now for 2 oil changes, because the last time I did it, I had it on the car for an oil change. And when I took it apart was when I did that video. And like I say, a lot of people gave me a hard time about it, but still to this day, I'm not having any problems and the oil is not dripping on my driveway. So I'm gonna do an oil change on this. I'm gonna take you under the car and I'm gonna show you what it looks like and show you how it all worked. Everything worked out fine. All right, everybody, so we are underneath my 2011 Ford Escape. Now this is looking at the cover to a storage bin that I used as a diaper to catch the oil from the leaky oil pan. Actually, I'm told it's the timing chain cover for this Ford Escape. Now, this is a 3-liter engine. It's a great engine. It makes 240 horsepower. I love this car, but I decided not to fix this leak, okay? I did this video about 6 months ago when I installed this on the bottom of this oil pan. And I caught a lot of slack from a lot of people that this is a hazard, this is a problem, this is something that I shouldn't do, I should just fix the car. This car is not worth anything. And to fix this engine properly by getting the timing chain cover off, upwards of $2,000 to fix an $8,000 car, it's just not worth it. The car's a good car, I like it, but I'm simply not fixing this, man. I'm just driving the car. Now, I'm doing this video, I'm doing an oil change right now. There's the oil filter. I gotta fill it with oil. We're gonna change the oil filter. It's really cramped in here. I'm trying to get you a good look, but I haven't checked this thing since I put it on, right? And you can see right here, it melted a little bit by the exhaust pipe. It looks like it wants to shift over. So I'll probably tie it back a little bit. The oil does not drip on my driveway, so it solved that problem. And it's still on the car. You can see it there. You can see it there. I'm having a hard time getting you this video, but you can see it there, right? So it all worked out. And here again, a lot of people gave me a hard time, but this little remedy actually worked. Now, people are saying that because it's plastic, it could melt and start a fire. I get that. Okay, but it hasn't happened. It looks like it's sagged a little bit right here, but it's still held in place. It's catching all the oil, and it's working out just fine. So, just did this quick video, show everybody how it's going. I'm about to do an oil change, and I'm going to put this thing back up, and I am not going to fix this car. I am just going to drive the wheels off of it. It's a good car, 240 horse 6-cylinder. You can't get one of these. And used cars have gone up in value, so it's like there's no way I'm going to go out and buy a used car now. I'm just going to drive this one. So it all worked out, guys. I'll give you another update in another 6 months. Okay, while I have this thing off, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like right there on that corner is where it's collecting most of the oil, but really not much. This was a dirty rag when I threw it in here. This is not soaking, you know, all the oil. I just instead of throwing this rag out, I used it, you know, on this little remedy. You know, this was a place to put it. It would still suck up the oil, but you can see right there and maybe right over there is where it's picking up all the oil. It's keeping it off my driveway, so this thing is working. We're putting it back on. Let's see what happens down the road. Well, there you have it, guys. Everything's good with the car, no problems. I got a new oil change in it. I put the diaper back on it. It's a little bit deformed. It melted in a couple of spots, but absolutely no problems. And I'm not leaking on the driveway. So I'm gonna keep the car for a little while. The diaper is on it. I'm gonna drive it for another 5,000 miles with this oil change. And I do not expect to have any problems with it. You don't even know that it's there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.